say that I've been a better man? Would you tell me, would you tell me it was part of your plan? Would you leave me here covered in sin? Would you call me on the phone just to let it ring? Even if I pick it up, would it not mean a thing when I think I'm not around? It makes me wanna scream. There's no one else here to save, so won't you set me free? Will you save me? Will you leave me here to die? Will you wake me up on the outside this night? If I wake up in the morning, would I still be okay? And all the things that I left broken, would they get in the way? If you call me and I answer, would it be my mistake? Only time will tell me. What would you say? Will you save me? Will you leave me here to die? Will you wake me up on the outside of this night? Or is it my intention leaving me here wanting more? Will you keep me long enough to make me just go away and all the things that I left broken? Will you save me? Will you leave me here to die? Will you wake me up on the outside of this night? Will you save me? Will you leave me here to cry? Will you wake me up on the outside of this night? You know I'll never leave. You know I won't deceive. Pick your head up off your shoulders and smile at yourself. Smile till you leave. Will you cut me when I'm dirty? Will you bathe me in the truth? Speak your name out loud and claim the reasons why you captured me. Do you believe it's alright? I'm okay. Finding reasons, stole my eyes, touch my face. Hear me breathing. Can this higher take away the things that I should say? In this time, find our way. It's the feeling. Find our way. Can we talk about this later? Cannot believe it's through. Feel like you, I'll never reach out for you.
Good night. I love that song. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love that song. I'm going to turn these lights on. Not that light. That's the backlight. There. That's what I needed. Oh, I'm in a different room today, everybody. Wow. Look at this. Can you hear me okay? I should always start with that. I should always lead with, can you hear me? Because of those like 3 times that I was rambling on for almost 10 minutes and didn't realize that the volume wasn't on because the mic was muted. Totally user error. Make sure the mic's not muted right now. Yes, okay, good. You can hear me. All right, good. All right. What's up, Heather and Kat, Kathy and Paul? What's up? My coffee was good this morning, man. I had I'm not going to go grab the bag, but I am in the right room to do that now, at least for today, because my wife and kid are at the park. In hindsight, I probably shouldn't have set up to do this down here because they will return. And I should probably put this in the fridge. 1 second. My kid's fruit. I put it in the fridge. Where's he going? He's leaving the screen. Kid's fruit was on the table. There we go. All right. Anyway, we went to the park. I just know they're going to come back. And I'm going to be sitting here and then I'm going to be contending with that re-entry. But whatever. Whatever. It's all good. It's all good. I had a fun day. Fun day of writing Gideon Wolf 2, Righteous Dawn. I am 72,000 words into that one, maybe 73, somewhere in there. And with about 13,000 to go, I think. It'll be about 85,000. It'll be a little shorter than book 1, probably. But story is coming along. It's fun. I'm enjoying writing it. I know it's not what you all are used to with me. It's urban fantasy type stuff. I had a friend ask me, like, have you ever done that before? And I said, no. I mean, yeah, I've done it under a pen name, but like the reviews were terrible. So I unpublished those stories. And when I look back on them, I'm like, yeah, those stories weren't very good. They were not great. Pretty cliche. So I like the Gideon Wolf universe and the whole Guardians of Earth universe because it's, it's all make-believe, but it takes place in real places. And it's not all the same old stuff. It's not all the same old vampire werewolf stuff. And I love vampire and werewolf stories. One of my favorite movie series of all time was Underworld. Has nothing to do with a crush on Kate Beckinsale at all. That's not it. But the stories were good. I like the movies. So yeah, okay, this makes way more sense, Heather, than Helki. Helki, everybody! Helki! It sounds like a Scandinavian term. Like Helki! You know how they say like, hey, hey. Or tack så mycket. Those kind of things. Maybe you don't know. Well, that's how they say some, like those are actual phrases. Tusen tack. You're used to saying that when you're in Copenhagen. Tusen tack. Why is he being so condescending with his voice inflection? I'm not. They're like the friendliest people in the world. It sounds condescending. That other guy. Yes, hashtag drinks with Dempsey, Allison. I'm still laughing about our conversation in the interview. You'll have to refresh my memory on that one. I've had like 5 concussions in my life, people. A lot of them in the last 15 years. So, and 2 of them in one fateful night at the end of November. So I got the bill from the hospital the other day on that. I was like, oh, this is going to sting. This is going to sting. No, not too bad. Now, what they billed was incredible. I was like, what? And what the insurance pays is not that whole amount. And what I pay is not that whole amount. So I'm like, they bill for this amount and only get a fraction of it. Okay. Look, I don't care where you go, where you're from. Healthcare is screwed up everywhere. That's why I've decided to start only seeing a medicine man, a shaman, or a medicine woman to really get back to the roots of healthcare, the way things were 400 or 500 years ago. The plague? No, that was longer. That was farther back. I don't want to go that far back. Feels like right about the time the medicine men were rolling pretty strong. Is also there's a correlation about when the plague came to an end. This guy's worse than Joe Rogan and the crazy stuff he says. Oh no, did you bring up Joe Rogan? He did. What are they doing over there? See, this is why it's important that I sit in my office and do the show, because I can see neighbors doing stuff. And if I turn fully around, there's golfers. It's 66 degrees here today in Chattanooga, just so you know. And it's supposed to hit 70. We'll see. We will see. It's been cold lately, but I don't know what they're doing. Looks like they're taking pictures. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's prom season. Senior picture stuff. Okay. All right, here we go. It's not even March yet. What are we doing this? She's got this satin gown looking thing on with no shoulder, no sleeves at all. And I'm like, did you just say oh, today it's warm enough to do the pictures. Let's get it out of the way, Mom. Okay. That doesn't look like her mom. And I don't know who that person is. Whatever. Take your pictures. It's just always funny when I see that going on. But I saw weird movement over there and dancing and stuff. Maybe it's a legit photo shoot. I mean, the wind is blowing. Her hair would be ooh, dramatic. And the dress is blowing around too. Yeah, maybe it's a perfect day for that. Do a little photo op. Cool. Maybe I should go out and do a photo op too. We'll do a photo op off. I'll have my, camera or my phone, both. I'll have 2 tripods. I could put my camera here and then the phone here, make it really look like I'm a big deal, except I don't have anybody taking the pictures. And I'll just pose, do all the poses. I'll do it without my hat, so I'll go change, It'll just be me and my kilt out there. Yeah, that'd be great, right? What did I say? All right, look at this. # drinks with Dempsey. Allison, you're rocking it. Ray, what's up? Sam, not hello, Sam. Sam, I have to say, it's lovely to see your face again. And also, before I forget and continue with the comments and the hellos, I feel like there should have been dramatic music here. Can we not get some dramatic music? I feel like she's got dramatic music for her. She's still doing the pictures. I don't get it. Whatever. None of my business. I'm just distracted. All right. Yeah, look at Ray. Ray loaded up on all the hashtags. Hear a lot of dogs barking. So actually, the original plan was to do the show out on the back porch, right over there. But it's so windy. I was like, there's no way we can do this without it just being a constant. It would have driven you guys crazy. So I'm not doing that. All right, let's see. Happy Friday, Michelle. Wayne Stinnett's here. Oh, yeah. South Carolina's finest, my friend. I do like me some Wayne Stinnett. We don't hang out that often, but I would like to. I mean, I like Wayne. I think he's a cool dude. He's probably the coolest dude. He's the most pirate-like person I know. And that's a high compliment because I wear a lot of these like necklaces. I wear a lot of these things, these bracelets and necklaces, which I have 2 of. This one's under the shirt. But, I wear all these things because I want to look like a pirate. But I can't do all the piercings. I can't do the piercings and all the visible tattoos yet. There will come a day when I can do that, but today is not that day. But Wayne, he lives it, and he's a coastal kind of guy anyway. I feel like Wayne would be right at home at any time of day, either on a beach chair or behind the wheel of a pirate ship. And that is amazing to pull that off. And yet he's a good writer, good author. He's not actually a pirate. So I'm a little jealous of his look, though. I'm going to tell you, Wayne, I'm a little jealous of your look. Oh, okay. Cool. That's cool, Ray. Yeah, I am. I am warmer today. So, what's up, Laura? I'm so glad you love Gideon, Allison. I'm glad. There he is. Oh, it's a new picture. I like that picture. Very nice, Doc Q. What a great picture that is. What's up, Megan? Joel and Teresa from Fairbanks. Y'all don't have 66-degree temps up there right now, do you? Oh, I don't think so. Probably not. Monterey's warm. Hey, Kowalski. Stop. No prom. Look at how you type. Yeah, because they're still taking pictures. There's no prom right now. Does she have a sash on? I can't. Why are you guys still doing this? This is more than just a prom thing. And it's not prom season yet. That's in like 2 months. This is something else going on. I don't know what they're doing. That's hilarious. It's always funny to me to see that sort of thing. I don't know why. I see it every now and then, like when I go to Atlanta, like I'll see people like doing, and I'm just like, none of that looks natural. It's like a Jeremy Renner catalog on Amazon. Like all those pictures of Jeremy Renner's store on Amazon, none of them look like he actually knows what he's doing in any of those. Like the outdoors ones and that stuff. Like you're not really Hawkeye, bro. You're an actor. I like Jeremy Renner though. If Jeremy wants to be in the Shaun Wyatt series, I'll take you, brother. I like your style. I like how you portray characters. I loved you in the Mission Impossible movies. I do love you as Hawkeye. I have not watched the Hawkeye series. I heard mixed reviews. But yeah. All right. Let's get to a contest here before we forget, and then I'll continue with the comments over here on the side and continue rambling. Let's do a contest. I'm sorry I was out last week, okay? I had COVID last week, and I'm doing much better now. I was still coughing a lot even today, but I'm negative, so I'm good. But just coughing, just dry coughing, but I'm okay. I was it was about 4 days of not feeling great, and then 1 day of just being really tired and weak. A couple of days a week of weakness. But I was back on Sunday at Coffee Nation. Most of you guys saw that. Doing fine, doing better, doing a lot better. No worries. All sans souci. So let's do. That clap was probably too loud on your microphone. Let's do it. Let's do a contest right now. Wait, I know squirrel. I know what? Oh, look, they're all running inside now. There goes the little brother. That's not a brother. I don't know what that guy is. All right. She must not go to an academy. That's right, Kathy. That's an inside Adventist joke right there. We don't have proms. We have banquets because proms are secular. And they have dancing. No dancing. Never mind the fact that we studied a king of Jerusalem who literally danced naked through the streets. Oh, you want one? Okay, cool. All right. Well, we'll see what happens here on the contest. I am drinking my Powerade beverage today. What did we call it, Allison? The Blood Wolf. You could do it in your kilt and do some shenanigans. That actually might be pretty funny. I could rope like the cart girl up here. There's probably two of them today because it's busy. Rope, get Emma up here. Emma, hey, can you take some pictures for me in my kilt? Just to sort of mess with those people. Yep, you're right. I do have that drink again. That's right. That's right. I don't think it's a pageant, but I don't know. That is one sparkly gown, and they are taking all sorts of angles. Maybe she's doing wanting to be a model. Somebody famous should be in this neighborhood, I guess. You went to Chattanooga once. It was cold enough. They voted for dry suits for the swim portion of Ironman. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we do the Ironman here. It's like a yearly thing here now. Because I don't know why y'all swim in that river, though. I mean, do you guys know where all that water in the Tennessee River comes from? Thanks, no thanks. Even if I was an endurance athlete or wanted to be, I wouldn't do that part. Rowing is cool. I do rowing. I have a rower, and I do have an exercise bike trainer that I use, and I lift some weights and do body weight workouts and stuff like that. And swimming's great. It's the best exercise of all. But in the river, full of water that has been by every farm and nuclear plant for 500 miles. Honestly, the farm thing bothers me more. I mean, all the creeks and the river, everything that runs into it. I don't know. But the biking and the running part, yeah, I would do that. I don't have a problem with that. Substitute the swimming for a boat, so I can be in, not in that. Footloose. Oh, yeah. The original, right? Yep, that's right. That's what I've told them. They're up there in Craig Martell land. In Lolo, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Lolo's up there. I forgot about Lolo being up there. The funny part about Lolo is, Ray, you and I were talking about her. She's doing really well right now. But I guess I just hadn't talked to her in a long time. And when you mentioned her a couple months back, I was like, man, I don't remember who that is. And now it's all coming back to me. Good times. Don't forget the fish. Yeah. Well, I mean, look, what's the phrase? One of my favorite phrases is, dilution is the solution to your problem. So eventually, if you have enough water, it's going to take care of the problem. The fish take care of the problem. The bottom feeders take care of the problem. But what's historically been put in that water is disgusting. Historically speaking, it's like being in Venice when you wake up and you go outside and you're like, whoa, what is that? And they're like, don't you know what they put in the water here? And I'm like, no, and I don't think I want them. If you ever go to Venice, do not wake up first thing in the morning and think it's a good idea to go outside for a breath of fresh air. They're doing a family photo now. They're all like doing the whole arms around each other thing. So, okay. It's got to be senior pictures. That's what it's got to be. Yeah, hog and cattle farms. That's right. Oh, you did a team thing, huh? That's cool. That's what I'd be more interested. Oh man, my wife and kid are here. Okay, we're gonna run this upstairs, guys. We're gonna run this show upstairs. You got to bear with me, man. I can't take my drinks. Yeah, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I Canada. I love that phrase. Oh man, why are they back so soon? Sounds horrible to say that, doesn't it? Yeah, wish my family wasn't here. He's horrible. He's trying to do a show. Yeah, but it's still mean. Dadgummit, Lorraine. What is your problem? Why did he just say Lorraine? I don't know. It felt right. And I like the movie Back to the Future. All right, we're back in the office. It's probably a good thing I won't get distracted up here. Yeah. Walking with Dempsey through his home. So, guys, before I do the contest, I got to ask you something. This is serious. I got to turn some lights on, too. I got to ask you a serious question. For a couple of years now, it's been Drinks with Dempsey. That's what it's been. And it's good. But what if we changed the name of the show to something a little more clever, something a little more on brand, something catchier? The alliteration's fine, but what if we called this show Weekend at Ernie's? I love it. What if we changed Drinks with Dempsey to Weekend at Ernie's? I'd have to go buy, I could go buy like a light blue members only jacket and be the only member. What do you think? Somebody say something. Yes. I loathe changing branding in the middle of, in midstream, because we started this show, and I say we, I mean you and me, you guys and me. We started this show 2 years ago next month. Can you believe it? In 2020, we started Drinks with Dempsey. And here we are. And do I have a dummy to play the dead guy? I'll tell you a funny story about that. No, I don't have to do Saturdays as well. No, it's just starting the weekend. Allison, man, why do you have to make it so hard on me? Oh, kicked out of my easy chair in the middle. Yeah. Oh. Offer them as merch. 2 years, right? I know. Isn't that crazy? It's crazy. But that's what it was, because we started it because of COVID. Everybody was worried about being locked down, and some people were locked down. We were locked down for like 4 days here in Chattanooga. But yeah, and wanted to do something to like give everybody something to look forward to and have a little fun, take their mind off things. And it's been great. And I got to tell you guys, this is dead serious. Like before the show, I was down in the kitchen and I was fixing my little Powerade. And I was so excited because I didn't get to do the show last week. And so it was, had like this nervous energy, like before, doing a concert, or playing in a big game. It was great. I loved it. Yeah, you rock it. You're rocking it, Michelle. Yeah, okay. Let's see. I had a story to tell, but I forgot about it. All right, the first copy of Where Horizons End. I've got so many emails to answer too. I've been catching up on everything this week. So if you sent me an email and I haven't answered it, I might get to it. I'm so behind. The first question to answer, I'm going to give away at least 2 books today. The first one you've got to answer is, growing up as a young boy here in southeastern Tennessee, what or who, yeah, it's a who question. Why would I say what? Who was my favorite Star Wars character as a child? First person to comment that I see gets this book, okay? So, like, when I see it, the right answer, that's the person who gets it. Oh, Shannon says Darth Vader. That's a good guess. It's a good guess. That's Megan's favorite. Oh, man. Dang it. Oh. Man, I really thought it would take a few minutes to get it. Heather gets it. Good job, Heather. And it's convenient that you're the one that got it, because I've already got your address like into my stamps.com account. So I could just click, easy, print. Good job. Yes, Boba Fett was my favorite. He was my favorite character in Star Wars growing up, and I had the Boba Fett pillowcases. I had a Darth Vader one too, but I was afraid of him. Megan's favorite, she's a Sith, I'm sure, and she's convinced Luke Skywalker is a Sith. And I gotta say, the dude does wear a lot of dark colors. He wears a lot of black. And in last week's episode, he said, you got to choose one. Only a Sith speaks in absolutes. That's what Obi-Wan taught us. So is Luke really, is he a bad guy? But he destroyed the Death Star. Maybe he's building his own. Maybe he was like, no, this one is crap. I build a new one for you. It will be better. I build it with these spider bots, these droids that look like spiders. Why does Luke have a French accent? I don't know. He's crazy. You know this guy is, Dempsey. He's thinking about changing the name of his dadgum show. Why do you sound like you're from Brooklyn? He's doing that voice again. He's doing the Jim Gaffigan thing. He always does Gaffigan. Maybe Gaffigan, and maybe I invented it, Jim. Did you ever think of that? Jim Gaffigan? Or should I say laugh again? Because that's what you make me do, is laugh again all the time. Anyway, Jim, if you want to hang out, you just text me. Don't call me. I don't answer phone calls. Just text me. All right. Good job, Heather. Woo! You pay attention. You really do. All right. Yeah. You're hilarious. That's good. Shouldn't it be like James or Robert making that wisecrack? Are you doing it because they're not here? Oh, man. We had a lot of good guesses, though. Yoda, Chewie. Yeah. Han Solo's a good guess. I like them all, really. Yeah, way to go. I should play Sean in the movie? Not me. I mean, I can't act. Did I share that with you guys? The bit that the YouTube show that I like auditioned for and got the part, and then it never got made. Oh, that was fun. We ended up, so this little troupe out of Chattanooga, Evett and Bloom did I heard they were doing these auditions. I don't even remember how I heard about it. I was still working in the school at the time. And I was a counselor. I studied psychology. I did graduate degree in it and all that. And so I'll answer that in a second, Maggie. And so the show was Oh, it was a brilliant idea. I loved it. It was about uh, drug drug abuse clinic, sort of like a Narcotics Anonymous kind of thing. But you have all this crazy cast of characters, and the counselor that leads the group is like the worst addict of all. He's like a total screw up, and he's like falls in love with one of the other characters, and um in the group or whatever. And so there was all these really cool dynamics, and I was like, man, I love that concept for that show. I would love to audition for the counselor role. I'm a counselor, and I've been to those meetings. Like, but that was one of the things we had to do in our graduate work, was we had to go to a couple of NA meetings, which was a interesting experience. But a lot of people like going out for smoke breaks and drinking like 15 gallons of coffee. But the yeah, it was a cool concept. So I was like, you know what? If this counselor character is a real screw up, then that's how I'm going to play it when I go in there. So I walked into the room. Sorry if you heard this one before, but I walk into the room, and there's a guy with a camera, and there's a stool in the back corner. Hand in your face. There's a stool in the back corner. And I walk in like I am just hammered drunk, right? Like I'm stumbling, I'm walking sideways, like facing, like just staring at the floor, right? And just like, and in my coat pocket, I have a bottle of water, right? One of these jobs. This is a little dirty. So then the guy at the camera goes, "Hey man, just go ahead and have a seat over there, and director will be with you shortly." And I was like, in my mind, I'm like, "Oh, the director's not in here. This is the other guy." I was like, "Well, I can't like shift gears now. I'm fully committed. I've got the bottle in my pocket. I don't care if the director's in here or not. It's going to be his loss." So I walk over close to the stool, and I keep my back to the camera and this guy, and he, I guess, didn't have the camera on yet. And I was like, I slipped the bottle. I like looked over my shoulder, and he was busy doing something. And then, so when he wasn't looking, I slipped the bottle out of my pocket and opened it up. And I make this loud zipper sound with my jacket zipper. And then I like start a little thin stream of water right onto the floor, just right on the floor. And it looks like to this guy behind me that a vagrant just walked into this audition place and is urinating on the floor. And all of a sudden, dude, oh, holy dude, what are you doing? What the hell, man? And I like turn around, and I was like, "Hey, find your own toilet." And I just turn around. It's like, "Oh, what are you? Oh my God." He still couldn't believe it. And finally I stopped, and I turned around. I put the lid back on, and I said, "Sorry, man, it's just a bottle of water. I'm auditioning for the counselor part, and he seemed like the kind of screw up that would just stumble into a place and just start peeing on the floor." And the guy like was staring at me for like 4 seconds, and then his eyes got wide, and he was like, "Oh, that was awesome. Holy crap." And then the director walks in. He's like, "Dude, you missed it." And he's like, "What did I miss?" And he's like, "This guy, he's auditioning for the counselor thing, and he came in, he started peeing on the floor, but it wasn't pee, it was a bottle of water." And I was totally in character. I was like, "Did I get the job or what?" He's like, "Oh man, that's incredible." And so then we did the read through, and they were like, "Yeah, you got the part. We got a few more auditions to do, but you're the guy we want." They ended up not doing the show, but we did do. I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna post it in here somewhere. Let me find it on YouTube. But we did do one show, and it was one episode. And let's see. Yeah, Evan and Bloom. Can't remember what they called it. If they called it Bar Baby. what do they call it? Oh, here it is, Lost and Found. Yeah, that's a good one. I'm going to share that in the link in the comments for you guys. And you can have some laughs at Ernie the bartender. I think I shared it before. All right, Maggie wants to know what's my medallion. Okay, so this is an elephant. I like elephants. I'm not sure why. I rode an elephant once when I was a kid. They smell interesting. But elephants in some cultures are good luck. My daughter has a matching one that I believe is probably broken. So the next time I'm at Dollywood, I'll have to get another one. And then this is a key, and a local business makes these. And this is, you can see the anchor on it, and it's got, it says hook in the back. Like you can't see there you can see it now, and my nose. It says hook, and there's some other words in there because it's from a page from a damaged copy of Peter Pan. And I've always identified as Peter Pan because I never wanted to grow up. Because responsibility sucks, right? So, but yeah, they make Marshall and Rose is the name of the company. They make these and a bunch of other jewelries and things like kinds of jewelry, things like that, from old books that are damaged and can't be repaired or can't be reconditioned. So, and some of them are first editions because you get some really old first editions that just can't be, they've just been neglected, and there's nothing you can do about it. But usually it's not first editions. Usually it's these, because most of the time people will make every effort to save a first edition of a book. But yeah, I love this. I love this necklace. It's really cool. I like them both, actually. So there. Yeah, I don't wear trousers. I wear jeans and khakis. So, and sometimes I wear pants. But I don't wear trousers, Sam. Not yet. Maybe in June when I'm in the UK. When in Rome, right? I'm reading through these. What's my story about the dummy? Thank you for bringing me back, Paul. You're keeping me honest. So the story about the dummy. For 9 years, I worked for the McKee family, and Jack and Betty McKee in Collegedale, the McKee company that makes the Little Debbies, right? I worked for them at their home, and I was mostly lawn care guy. Occasionally, though, towards the end, I did a lot more stuff inside too, because the maid left. But she'd probably be pissed if she heard me call her a maid. She'd be like, "I'm not a maid. You're not anymore." But yeah, the dummy was so. Mrs. McKee would drive down to Cuba, Alabama very often because her daughter married a guy from down there, and that's where they were living at the time. And so she was down there like once a month, driving down to Cuba. It was like 5 hours from here. And she had this dummy that she would drive around with. They call it a safety bob. It's just a figure that looks like a real person that sits there in the passenger's side so that like people will think that there's somebody in the car. And pretty great, actually. A little inconvenient, but one day I went down to the garage to get something, and she had left that stupid thing in the passenger side of her sedan. And I don't even remember what I was doing, but I was looking for something, and all of a sudden, I saw this guy in the passenger seat, and I about jumped out of my shoes, scared the living daylights out of me. I was like, "Ah! Oh, I'm so sorry, sir." And then I was like, sir? And then I open the door and it's that dummy. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me, Safety Bob. What? Adulting is so stupid. That's right. Call on me, Valerie. Look at the new picture. Whoa. All right. Okay. I see you, lady. That's a good pick. Can I fly? Let me tell you something, Ray Braun. I'm so fly, I never land. You're welcome. Charlie in Game of Thrones. I never watched Game of Thrones. I know. You said the big chap in Umbrella Academy. I have funny thoughts when you mention Umbrella Academy. Yes, so I do have one of those from Robin Mason. I have got a wolf medallion, and Ray found one just like it too. So it's apparently it's a generically made kind of thing with this medallion. What I think I'm gonna do is get some custom made. In fact, I'm pretty certain that's what's going to happen. Is I'm going to get custom made ones. I don't know when that's going to happen, but it needs to happen. So, yes. Will the medallions have the same power as a Lotto and all that? Yeah. Yeah, you will become the Chupacabra. So, enjoy it. Just take out anybody you see with the red mist, unless the mist is faint and then disappears. We knew what you meant, Sam. You're good. Hello. Oh, you have to go. Candace, it's good to see you. I must have missed, maybe I missed your first comment up there. Thank you. You have a great weekend too, Candace. I appreciate you stopping in. It's good times. All right, so did anybody else watch? I don't mean to make this all Star Wars-y stuff, but I mean, I love Star Wars, and I watched the final episode of season 1 of Book of Boba Fett last night because I love Boba Fett and I love The Mandalorian. Basically, I love any sort of Mandalorian armor is effectively my addiction. But no, I do not. My manager will be taking care of that. My manager is actually going to be taking care of a lot of the merch stuff. I just got to sit down with him, tell him what I need, and figure out how we're gonna deliver all of it. You know, that's the trick of it all, Allison. So yeah, watched Book of Boba last night. That was a good episode. It was well done. Robert Rodriguez, director. I'm a big fan of Bob Rodriguez, and I'm gonna call him Bob from now on because you probably wouldn't like it. He's an exceptional director. Of course, you know, with Favreau and Filoni on board, it's always going to be good. But yeah, it was a cool episode. Very cool episode. And I knew there was going to be some fireworks, but I didn't know it was going to be like that intense, that crazy, that the villains were going to be that tough. It was good. I liked it. That's all I'm going to say about that. That is a tasty, refreshing beverage. I hear the garage door opening. That means the kiddo is going outside, even though she just came back from the park. And by park, I mean playground. All right. Let's see. Let's see if you've been paying attention. Heather, remember to message me. All right. So that I don't forget to send you your book. I got to send out 3 books this weekend or on Monday. What was the name of Sean Wyatt's favorite pet? I'm just kidding. That's not in any of the books. Don't answer that. It's not really in there. Okay. I'm going to make this one real easy for you. Real easy for you. Whoa, here's a fun one. This is different. I know it's Toblerone. Nice. All right. This is one I'll have to revisit. I need to take notes on this. This could be chaotic. No, I can't do that. I was going to say, because one of my economics professor in college, he gave us one year, he said, all right, extra credit if you the person who comes closest to the correct answer does not have to take the final. Now, that could have been a hindrance, because if you didn't have a good grade going into the final, then you'd want to take the final because you'd want to bump your grade up. I had an A going into the final, so I didn't want to study for that. I had a bunch of other stuff I needed to study for. So, and it was for extra credit. Maybe it wasn't that. Maybe it was, oh, we didn't have to do the final because it was, because of our project. We got an A on our project. The project was design your own country's economic system. And my group aced it. Like, why? Because we had good ideas. That's why. So, building a nation more on export than import. Let's see. It seems like that country would be more prosperous. Just a thought. You're exporting more than you're importing. Selling more than buying. I don't know. Seems to make sense. Anyway, it's oversimplification. So my professor said extra credit. Extra credit for the person who guesses the closest score to the final in the Super Bowl. And I nailed it. I can't remember if I got it right on the nose or if I was off by 2 points, but I got the winner. It was the Denver Green Bay Super Bowl, and I knew my professor was a big Denver guy. He's from Colorado, and so I knew I had to pick the Broncos no matter what Brett Favre was doing on the other side. So I knew I had to pick the Broncos, and so then I started calculating, like, the scores of those two teams throughout the season, watched a lot of both of their games, and I was like, this is the final. And it was, if it wasn't exactly right, it was really, really close, but I got the extra credit. I was going to say, you guys could all like leave what you think is going to be the score in the comments, and then the person who gets it right gets a free autographed copy of Where Horizons End. But and I have to go through a lot of comments to see that. Here, let's do it this way. So this way we'll give away 3 books. A bit like poker then. I don't get it. So you're going to need to explain that one to me. I don't know. I know we talked about poker. I was a good poker player. Do this for me. If you want another shot at winning one of these autographed copies, you put the score of the Super Bowl. You send me a direct message. You DM me. I know this is going to flood my inbox. I don't care. If I don't respond, don't worry about it. I just need the score, okay? So send me what you think the final score is for Sunday's game, for the Super Bowl between the Rams and the Bengals, the least hyped Super Bowl in history. Yeah, those pundits were right. It's the least hyped. I'm trying to connect the dots on the poker comment though. So if you want an autographed copy of Where Horizons End, guess the correct Super Bowl score, the final score with the winner and the loser. And it's Cincinnati and the Los Angeles Rams. There you go. Send me the message of what you think the score is going to be. Oh, that's so fun. That's how we do it here on Weekend at Ernie's. How did I never think of that before? That's what we're going to do from now on. I think we're going to change the name of the show to Weekend at Ernie's. Oh, I'm silly. Strategy. There you go. Yes. Strategy. That's right. You got it, Allison. Yes. Allison and I were talking about poker, and I think she didn't know that I used to be a semi-professional poker player. And then when they shut down the online poker sites, I couldn't do that anymore. I mean, I didn't live where there was a casino. And there were only so many local underground games I could go to every week. I mean, I had a day job. So, yeah. I won a bunch of tournaments before, though. I used to love it. I don't love it anymore. I'd rather be writing. In fact, when I quit playing cards, that's when I started really hammering down on the writing. I think in 2009, April 2009, yeah, it was the Bloody Friday or whatever. Yeah, that's when I really started. I was like, all right, I'm finishing this book and I'm going to publish it. The rest is history, kids. Yeah, the halftime show is more hyped than the game. You know what that means, Michelle, because you're a fan of football. It means that the halftime show is actually probably going to suck because it's going to be so overhyped. And the game will probably be one of the greatest games of all time, like down to the wire. And really, it'll be exciting and maybe high scoring. I don't know, good defense. It'll be a great game and a horrible halftime show because they've overhyped it. That's the way it always is. Like with The Weeknd last year or whatever it was 2 years ago. My goodness. I don't even know what happened. It was so weird to watch. I couldn't watch it. But Prince to me, I'm sorry. I know there's been some good halftime shows. Prince to me did the best halftime. This is not because Prince is dead now. I'm not bringing Mike Jackson in here. Well, you do loathe the NFL. I know. That's true. So anyway, Prince's halftime show in Miami, in the rain. A guy who many view as a diva, right? And who probably people would think like he's not going to want to get wet. Somebody's going to have like big umbrellas over him while he's playing. No. Prince was the ultimate performer. I never got to see him live. He was one of the ultimate performers, and he was a true musician, just an awesome musician. And he got out there and he was not playing canned music, because I know that happens at Super Bowls. I know this because I'm friends with a guy who played bass at the Super Bowl in '95 in Atlanta with Travis Tritt, 95, I think. With Travis Tritt. And he wasn't playing. He's like, if you're using canned music, why'd you need me to come in here and play? And he's like, the guy was like, we needed somebody that knows what they're doing. So while you're pretending, you're actually doing what you would do and it looks authentic because people will know. All right. Okay. So that's what he did. Not Prince. He played for real. And you could say, actually, Ernie, he didn't. You know what? If I'm wrong, keep it to yourself, because Prince was awesome. And I want to honor that belief that he did it. But I'm pretty sure he did do it, because there was a couple of moments where like something slipped on the guitar or whatever. But man, he played in a downpour. I mean, a total downpour, and just wailing on that guitar. It was so good. Not a moment of complaint, not a moment of like, man, he's struggling in the rain. He fought the storm. No, he didn't. He was the storm. Prince was The Storm. And it was amazing. Oh, it was so good. How did Thacker not suggest that one? Which one? Oh, Toblerone? I don't know. Or the contest. Can't earnings. Yeah. Yeah. Dude, he was so good. It was amazing, right? Oh, Ray, you're getting me today, buddy. I got 4 minutes left. How's the hour already up so fast? Let's give away one more book. Remember to send me. Sorry, I'm reading all the comments. Oh, yeah, it does. Or a Kevin thing. You do realize we're all three the same person, though. So. Hey, Robin, what do you write? Never mind. Tell me that on the message me. I want to know what you write. I want to, because you're a writer, aren't you? Yeah? Right? I hope I'm not embarrassing you, but I'm curious. I want to know. I have not seen your books. I have not read your books, so I want to know. Terrible lip syncing. That's funny. So let's give away one more book, and let's make it, let's see. Oh, here's a fun one. This is a good one. Okay. I don't want the real name. Okay? I don't want the real name of the villain. I want the nickname or moniker or whatever you want to call it of the villain. The main villain. The nickname. Okay? The nickname of the villain in Where Horizons End. Do you know the nickname of the villain? If you guess this right, first person to guess it or know it and post it in here, when I see it, that's the person who wins another autographed copy of Where Horizons End. Heather, you already won, so don't guess. I want the no, not the real name, not a shortened version of the name, not like the buddy name, the name that was feared, okay? The one that was like the underworld name of this person. It's not a real name. It's a nickname. I had to delete that comment because it's got a spoiler. No spoiler answers, okay? There it is. The dragon. Allison wins and Michelle with a close second place. Michelle, because your second place was almost simultaneous, I'm going to send you one too, okay? And because I feel bad about having to delete your first comment. Taserface, there you go. That's it. Taserface. That was it, Sam. So, Allison and Michelle both are going to get copies of Where Horizons End. Man, I'm going to have to send out. Hey, it's my agent, Greg. I'm so glad you're all right. I texted you earlier. Did you get my text? I got a package from France with 4 pocket-sized paperbacks of the not the Vatican, the Templar story, I believe. I don't read French. I got all these books in French over here. If you guys read French, let me know. I'll send you one of those too. I got a whole bunch of them. I could just start putting them in random places. People be like, "What is this? It's French. Why is there what? Isn't there normally a Gideon Bible in this drawer? Why is there a French book in here?" Mr. McBad Guy. That's right. Oh, you're in the start of the book. Well, you're good. You're good, Paul. You're okay. The dragon, you'll learn about the dragon. Yeah, I got. Hey, did we get paid by them, Greg? I forgot. Did the Parisian publisher pay us? I can't remember. I just like, because it's like extra money. It's like it's not part of the regular revenue stream. So I don't know. We'll talk. Text me that answer. You don't have to text. You don't have to say it on here. Bring it with me when I come over in June. That's like 4 months away. I'll forget by then. There might be another Sean Wyatt book out by then. Not likely, but it's possible. There will for sure be a Relic Runner out by then. Yeah, I got you, buddy. I got you, Paul. Well, you can have some of these French ones. Yeah, you probably know a bunch of French speakers over there, don't you? I'll just send you a couple of these. It's expensive to send them overseas. It's like $37. It's crazy. Yes. My agent doesn't do that. My agent doesn't, he's not schlepping shipping stuff. And my manager doesn't do that either. They handle other types of heavy lifting. Yeah, lots. I don't remember seeing any of that money, Greg. Are they paying you directly? Greg, are you keeping my royalties from me? Are you? Just kidding. Oh, that's cool. You're on book 4? The Grecian Manifesto. Excellent. Oh, you're where like my writing starts getting better, Edward. So I hope you enjoy it. Enjoy the ride, brother. Have fun. Looks like you're on a train in that picture. I love trains. Okay. Oh, you know what? Here I was being nice to you and was going to give you a gift because technically you didn't win, Michelle. And you're going to give me a hard time about shipping. I am tired of the shipping jokes. Yes, it takes me forever. Like I have to send something to Joe. I told him I'd send it last week. Well, I had COVID, so come on. How long can I ride that? How long can I ride that excuse? The Grinch version? Oh, Christmas. Like you said Grinch, but what if it was the Grinch? Oh, Christmas. I don't like it. Not one bit. Bah! All the pies and the little doodads and fancy knickknacks and presents and trees and lights and Christmas. I don't like it. Not one bit. That Grinch? It's okay. Really, it's okay to marvel at what you just saw and heard as quite possibly the best Jim Carrey Grinch impersonation that you've ever heard in your life. I know. Just take a moment to soak it in. And it's not even Christmas, it's February. And I nailed it. Okay? For you, you're welcome. Christmas. I don't like it. I know they do, Greg. I can't remember. Message me, send me a text message. I just want to make sure that I take care of you. Thank you, Edward. I appreciate that. Oh, you've read all 20 so far. Now you're on 21. Nice. I know. I love you too, Michelle. I love that you give me a hard time. Ooh. Okay. I see that. Thank you, Michelle. I was joking about it being great, but it is pretty good. I did it one time for Megan, and she goes, "Wow, you sound just like him." I can sound like other people. The dubbed foreign film. Greg, we have got to hang out sometime, man. I never get down to see my brother in Miami. It's always when he's up here. It's almost like I got a 6-year-old or something. Oh, right. But we do. I am the Grinch. Yeah. Yep. I'm the Grinch that loves Christmas. I I'm not going to say I haven't seen it at least a few times. I think at less than 10 though. But when my kid finds a movie she loves, she wears it out. I mean, she will go and go days at a time every day, the Grinch. And then there was the new animated Grinch that we watched, and she was all into that one. That was really funny, by the way. And I loved the way that they ended that one. It was not necessarily true to the book, but I love the way that they ended it. I thought it was great. I'm going to remember the book now. Maybe it was true to it. Anyway, the ending was spectacular. But yeah, she'll get on a movie and just be like, "Oh, let's watch this." And I'm like, "Again? Okay." Fortunately, I don't have anything else to do. So I like movies. No, this is a good question, Edward. Do you have the paperbacks or the print versions? Because I have gone back and I've sent my editors through and done some re-edits and some format stuff. But I would, if there's some more stuff that needs to be done, please tell me what it is. Like message me directly, not on these comments, but message me. And you're not being critical at all. You're fine. Look, I want the best possible product out there for you guys, right? And for the next readers that come along. I don't want it to be distracting or sloppy. Initially, when I wrote those books, I didn't have great edits, but I do have a great editing team now. And they have gone back through it. It could be as simple as the wrong file because Amazon keeps old files around for no reason. And they get these files and then it's like they'll drop in old stuff that was fixed a long time ago. If you'll just send me like 2 or 3 examples, I can double check and see if that's in the current file. If it is in the current file, then I will then yeah, I'll absolutely send it through another round of edits because I want to make sure that that's tight. All right. I appreciate you telling me that. Now, some people could be intimidated by me because nobody's intimidated by me. But yeah, no, I appreciate you telling me that. That's very cool of you. No, I really mean it. Thank you. Oh, yeah. That's right. Adventures of babysitting. Nice. All right, listen, guys, I've gone about 8 minutes over. I got to go. Time to go play with the kiddo. So y'all have a wonderful weekend at Ernie's. And if you want a book, all right, send me your address. Michelle, I think I might have your address, but send it anyway, just so I've got the note. Heather, you too. And congratulations to the winners. And if you want a chance to win one of these autographed copies, send me your prediction for the Super Bowl, the final score. Even if you don't like football, like send it anyway. All right? And we'll do that. I'll figure that out on Sunday night or Monday or whatever. I might do like a little video announcement or something. I don't know. Or send an email or all three. All right. Hey, no, thank you guys. I really appreciate it. You guys are so much fun and you're great. I love the comments and I love how you give me a hard time about how long it takes me to ship stuff. Heather, you should have your new book by Christmas. Merry Christmas. Christmas. I don't like it. That is how you bring a joke full circle. Although in a real comedy routine, I would have started with the Grinch thing and that would be the last thing you come back to. But anyway, thanks, Ray. Thanks all you guys. Y'all have a wonderful weekend at Ernie's. And I will see you Sunday morning for Coffee Nation right here on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. This show's not on Spotify yet, so they haven't offered me $100 million. But they will. Oh, they will. Love you guys.